You're watching Under the Surface, powered by Rio Tinto, your all-access pass to the Perth Wildcats. We're bringing you closer to the action, the people, and the stories shaping our NBL 26 season. Coming up, we catch up with head coach Jaron Rillie.
We need to be the ones throwing the first punch instead of us being on the ropes and trying to fight our way out of it.
Meet a new Wildcat in full court press.
Good start. There's been some bumps along the road. I don't think anyone is going to hide from that.
And meet Ben Peterson in Team Behind the Team. Now it's time for full court press as we get to know one of the newest Wildcats, Jaron Rillie.
My name is Jaron Rillie. I'm number 9, and I play point guard. For the most part, I'm pass first, playmaking guard. But at the end of the day, as a point guard, I try to do what I can to get us in the right spots and help us win whatever it is at the point that we need.
I was born in Sydney, lived in Townsville for a little while, and then moved over to the US. Over there, I've lived in Idaho for a lot of probably the developmental years, but then lived in California, lived in Missouri, lived in Alabama, lived in Colorado, so been quite a few places over there.
I was in college at Stanford University and then Northern Colorado. It was awesome. I loved college. I was lucky enough to win 2 championships in college, so it was part of a few really successful teams, so it's awesome.
We grew up going to my dad's games, whether it was him playing and then got into coaching. So just kind of always been around it and always been around his teams, and he's always been either playing or around coaching high-level teams. So just seeing all that kind of stuff.
He's always been able to coach me indirectly or like workouts, stuff like that, but never actually been able to be a real coach like on the court for me, just with the way, when he was a college coach, with the way the NCAA rules are and stuff growing up. He was never allowed to do that, so it's kind of the first time that both of us have experienced that, so it's pretty cool. I mean, you could say my mom's a coach too. Like, whether it's on the court life, stuff like that, those are definitely my 2 most tenured coaches per se. But on the court, for sure, him. Like he's, like I said, indirectly been coaching me, whether it's after games, even during games, or workouts for pretty much my whole life. But like you said, it's awesome to be back here and in the same area as him again for the first time in a while. When I'm not on the court, it can vary a little bit. Right now, there's a good group of us on the team that play FIFA a lot. We're ranking up divisions every day, so keeps us busy off the court. Over here, it's easy to go down to the beach and then just hanging out with my people. I don't think there's a ton of new things that I have learned myself. I think as a group, as we continue to be around each other more, and it goes deeper into the year, everyone just kind of understands each other better and how they click as a person and what gets them in the right mood, how to approach each person. We've had a good start. There's been some bumps along the road. I don't think anyone is going to hide from that, but we're trending in a direction that we like. I think every person's trending in a direction that they like individually too. As we all individually get more comfortable as the season goes on, as a group, we'll just start to come together. And you want to be playing your best basketball. And in college, we always say March. What is it over here? February. You want to peak in February. You don't want to find your peak now and then just kind of plateau. So we're all just end goals in mind, and that's where we're heading.
Now it's time for buzzer beaters. Fast questions, faster answers.
Jesse Wagstaff, number 24. I guess I'm a forward for the Wildcats. 3, because it's the only one I can do. The beach. I like some beef jerky or biltong. Yeah, something like that. Delivering the paper, the the junk mail, and then quickly went to Kmart. Kmart Belconnen, represent. Neither. If I'm at a cafe, it would be a banana or strawberry milkshake. Because I'm only 39 years old. Oh, that's a tough one. It's a really tough one. Chocolate. To be honest, we don't watch too much TV. I normally just tag along whatever's my wife's watching, and we just recently finished the Dallas Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders documentary. So.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. I'm fairly handy around the house. If that's a hidden talent. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll go with
Can't do
that.
that.
We'll go with that. Not sure, it'd be something old school. Maybe Iris, Goo Goo Dolls? It's a classic, yeah. It's a good one. Ooh. Being in Perth, we do like going to Bali, but usually for our holidays we also go back to the States where my wife's family's from, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Denver, Colorado, it's a beautiful part of the world. Home. Home. I was a gamer, and then we have 3 children, so I'm no longer a gamer. Anything with a twist that I don't see coming. I don't know, like a Usual Suspects or Shutter Island or Primal Fear or just anything with a twist. If I don't see the twist coming, glorious. It's gonna do. Layup. Probably an engineer, I suspect. If I wasn't this tall, I'd try to be a pilot. But I am, so I'm not a pilot.
How can you not be a tall pilot?
I couldn't in the military. I think when you get ejected, it doesn't work well for your legs. So, yeah, yes. I'd like to be able to play the guitar and sing, if that's two. That might be 2 skills, but we'll combine them as one. Not even a question. There is definitely pineapple on the pizza. There always should be pineapple on the pizza.
The RIA reporters are back, putting the hard questions to the players and seeing what answers they get.
Hello, my name is Louie. Today I'm going to be interviewing Dante with my friend Isaac. Dante, what was your favourite player when you were growing up?
My favorite player when I was growing up was Michael Jordan. He's my all-time favorite player.
Why was he your favourite player?
Growing up, my father, that was his favorite player, and kind of him being old school, that's just kind of someone I idolized, and I just liked his mentality with the way he played and how he always wanted to win.
How many hours do you train a day?
Oh, so we lift weights every day. So that's for about an hour and a half, and then we go on call. We practice as a team for about 2 hours. And then we shoot, like individually, for maybe half an hour, and then we maybe go out and do a clinic for little kids or eat some lunch. So maybe 4.5, 5, about as long as you're at school.
Right. Who is your favourite teammate?
I mean, it's my first year with the Wildcats, so, I'm kind of getting to know everybody at the same time, and so far, I like everyone, so it's kind of hard to pick one.
Do you have a lucky pre-game ritual?
Not really, but I normally eat pasta, so if you count that as a ritual, my pre-game is pasta.
Interesting. What is your pre-game routine?
Ooh, pre-game routine. I love to have a nap, like maybe 30 to an hour. Got to get a pre-game nap. Like to get to the stadium early so I can get some shots up. And then that's about it. Have a shower before the game and we're ready to roll, but the nap is really key.
What was your favourite NBA player growing up?
Kevin Durant.
Why did you like Kevin Durant?
I like his skill set. I thought he was a great basketball player. Could score the ball anywhere on the floor, and just awesome. It's good to watch.
Do you like dunks better or three-pointers?
I think dunks are much cooler than threes.
Okay. What is your favourite celebration to do?
Favorite celebration, probably just like scoring a layup and it being an and one, and probably just giving a little flex in the screen.
And why?
So I feel like it brings out like the emotion in the game. Like I feel like it brings out emotion, and then also I feel like it gets me a bit amped up.
If you could say one more thing to the world, what would it be?
Spread more love.
Very true.
In Team Behind the Team, we meet Ben Peterson, an emerging coaching talent and an important part of the Wildcats program behind the scenes.
My name is Ben Peterson. I'm an assistant coach with the Perth Wildcats. I feel like I fill a lot of roles on the floor. I overlook the player development stuff, so it's like running our off days. We're responsible for a group of players, so I have my 5 or 6 guys that I look after with film, individual reps, whatever it may be that they need, and then obviously the whole group, just like monitoring guys' progress throughout the year. That's my primary focus, and then on the floor, I help with the defensive side of the ball and have my 3 scouts, 3 teams I focus on. From Los Angeles, pretty similar to Perth, like nice weather, beaches, so yeah. My dad's a basketball coach. He's been a college coach for over 30 years now, so my whole life has been centered around basketball, and I've obviously lived with a coach my whole life, so it's all I've ever wanted to do.
And it was always basketball?
Always basketball, yeah. I've known what I wanted to be in for sure. I've been with the Wildcats for 3 years now in different roles, starting like in the video room and now working my way up to an assistant coach. And then after my first year with the Wildcats, they helped me go over to the New Zealand NBL with the Otago Nuggets, and I was an assistant coach there. So yeah, I've been lucky to travel the world a bit already. Being a part of a team atmosphere and environment and contributing towards like a common goal with other people is something I love to do. And so the fact that like we're working towards something every day with really good people, I really, really do enjoy that. You know, you're in the office fairly early, you try to get some film stuff done, whether it's like individual stuff so I can show my guys pre-practice or like reviews from the game that weekend. And then we're on the floor about an hour and a half early, so working guys out, rebounding, getting guys prepared for practice, and then if it's your scout, you'll probably show film to the group before you head on the floor, and then on the floor your role will kind of vary as well. If it's your scout, you're running a lot of it, otherwise you're kind of filling in where it's needed and just helping out. The most important thing I've learned though is just like I have to be myself in my role. I can't pretend to be JR or Keegan or Aaron. Like they're all great at what they do, but if I'm not like authentically myself, then people will see through it and I won't be able to have success. You invest so much time in these guys and you really do care about like them individually and their performance and their career. So like when you see that work pay off or it's something you've talked about for weeks and they get it done on the floor, it's super rewarding, and it could be the smallest little detail, but you just know how much time goes into it. So yeah, that's a great part of the job. You know, as a coach, you impact so little. Like at the end of the day, I can't make shots for them. I couldn't, they're better than I am anyways, but like it's them, the players are the ones that get it done, but you like to hope you played a small part in helping them get there. I feel like there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into it. It's not a normal 9 to 5. It's not like we win or lose a game and you go home and you're not thinking about work. Like it definitely encompasses a lot of your life, and so you really do have to love it, but it's everything, especially when you're in it.
Oh yes, pineapple on a pizza, 100%, Hawaiian.
Typically no, I don't hate it, like I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna put it on my pizza if I had to pick my own. Doesn't faze me. I'd say sure, yeah, if that's what they like.
I'm for it.
Yes.
Yes.
No, big no. I'm neither for or against it. I like margarita pizzas, so.
Depending on what kind of pizza you have, or no. Like my favorite pizza is Supreme, but I don't put pineapples on the Supreme. We already got too much stuff on there. But if you have like a regular cheese pizza, or like a pepperoni, throw a pineapple on there too.
Absolutely pineapple on pizza.
Nah. This is ridiculous. Even if Gordon Ramsay says it does, the Italians say it doesn't. I'm being honest.
Time to catch up with head coach Jaron Rillie for his insights on the season, the squad's progress, and what it takes to keep the Wildcats at their best.
Our attention to detail and like as you get into the season and you play against teams several times, you have subtle little changes that kind of move away from the baseline of your day-to-day philosophy. So our guys really buying into that and understanding that has been really good. Like in a recent game against Melbourne United, I would say our most complete game over the 40 minutes, but we just haven't found that enough this year. So that's where we have to strive for more games with that consistency from start to finish. Like we started off the year really well at the defensive end, like one of the higher ranked teams in that category, but our offense really struggled where I think we're starting to find water finds its level, as I like to say. We have great balance across the board, and that's been displayed where we've had several games where we've had 5 or 6 guys in double figures. But then on our slow nights, we need to understand how to utilize each other's skill set in those tough moments and how we can dig out of that hole. So for me, like I can watch as much film and critique as much as I want, but like, how do we show up the next time? Do we learn from that, or are we still kind of sitting around licking our wounds versus coming out and taking that opportunity and running? I always preach, like, you need to come out and we need to be the ones throwing the first punch instead of us being on the ropes and trying to fight our way out of it. We've got a number of young aspiring players on our team, and now that they've been with us for 2 or 3 years, you see their practice habits and their like daily routines, and you're talking about diet, sleep, the little things that fans certainly don't see, their attention to detail with that. And the guys that you can really see that in is David Aquera and Ben Henschel. And if anyone hasn't seen us play this year, Ben Henschel's attention to detail on defense has certainly taken a great step in a positive direction. Look, I'll reflect on like having some disappointing home losses, and then we go on the road and we really bounce back well. So that shows me that like the galvanized group, but then also just having the attitude and the mentality to go on the road, because we get asked about traveling from Perth all the time, where our guys, when you play for the Perth Wildcats, you know you're going to travel, so we don't need built-in excuses. I'm an optimistic person, and so the moments that we show that we are in the upper echelon of teams in this league, I always reflect and go like, how can we bottle that or move forward and consistently get that effort? And more times than not, it's the 5 guys and the synergy on the court that produce that. So I come back to just our chemistry, more reps, and just familiarity with everyone. And David Duke, who joined us very late in the piece, has done a great job of finding his role within the group. I'm certainly one that believes in consistency, but those habits have to be at a high enough level to see growth. And you've seen within the franchise since Mark's taken over as owner, within our playing group, coaching staff, etc., like we're starting to have some good continuity there.
If this team finishes the season playing its best basketball, what's that going to look like?
Championship. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
That's a wrap for Under the Surface for NBL 26 season. We'll be back next season with more behind the scenes access to your Perth Wildcats.